You will not believe what just went down in the Chicago rap scene. Emotions ran high, and fans are shocked. Wallo267, yes, the same Wallo who's been quietly grinding in the streets, broke down in tears on Instagram Live this week, and what he revealed about Lil Durk has the entire internet talking. The city is buzzing, the fanbase is divided, and social media is literally exploding with theories. This isn't just another rap feud, this is personal, this is raw, and it hits right at the heart of the King Von tragedy. Wallo267 opened up in a way no one expected, exposing secrets that some insiders say were being kept for years. And let's be clear, this isn't your typical drama for clout situation. We're talking deep, painful truths that cut through the facade of friendship, loyalty, and music industry politics. According to sources close to the situation, emotions ran so high during this reveal that even longtime friends and collaborators couldn't stay silent. People were calling, texting, and sliding into DMs trying to make sense of what they were hearing. And get this, the family of King Von, reportedly still grieving, is said to be shaken to their core. Some say the walls are literally closing in with tension and fans are split, debating who's telling the truth. Was this a betrayal, a misunderstanding, or something even darker behind the scenes that no one's ready to speak about yet? Wallo267's tears weren't just for King Von, they were for the pain, the anger, and the truth that fans have only just begun to uncover. Stay tuned, because what he said next left even the most loyal supporters speechless. Lil Durk's response, mysteriously silent for now, but the story doesn't end here. And trust me, by the time we break this down, you're going to want to hear every single word. The tension started building last week and nobody saw it coming. Wallo267, usually quiet and reserved, went live on Instagram and almost immediately, fans could tell something was wrong. His eyes were red, his voice shaky, and the first words out of his mouth set the internet on fire. "Y'all don't even know I've been holding this in for too long," Wallo said, tears streaming down his face. "After Von, after everything, I can't stay silent no more." Fans in the live chat were going wild. Comments were flooding in faster than anyone could read. "Wallo, what happened? Tell us the truth. We need answers." But what came next? That's when the real shocker hit. "Durk, he wasn't who I thought he was," Wallo said, pausing, trying to steady his breathing. "I trusted him. I looked up to him, but after Von, I realized he played a role in everything that went down. And it hurts, man, it hurts bad." The live feed went silent for a second. Fans were confused. Some didn't know whether to cry, scream, or throw their phones. Then Wallo leaned closer to the camera, his voice barely above a whisper. "I ain't just talking about music business stuff. I'm talking about loyalty. I'm talking about the people we lose. I'm talking about family, and I'm telling y'all, emotions ran high. I lost a brother, and the family was left divided because of lies." Sources later told us that the moment Wallo said this, texts were flying between Durk's team and King Von's family. Allegedly, the family was shaken to the core, as insiders put it, struggling to separate grief from suspicion. One source even claimed the tension in the family house was unreal. People were yelling, emotions ran high. Some didn't even want to talk to Durk for days. Wallo didn't stop there, the narrative got darker. "I can't say everything, not yet," he said, "but what I'm saying is real. I've been protecting secrets for years. And now, I can't do it no more. People need to know the truth about loyalty in this game, especially when it comes to Von." At that moment, fans started connecting dots from old interviews, old videos, even cryptic social media posts. Everyone had a theory and chaos erupted online. Tweets like "Wallo just exposed Durk," and "this is bigger than we thought" started trending nationwide. Some fans even dug up old collaborations, pointing to moments where insiders say Wallo might have been trying to warn Von. But the real drama, Wallo wasn't done. The intensity doubled when he started talking about conversations that allegedly happened behind closed doors. "I remember sitting in the studio, me, Von, Durk, and we were talking about loyalty, family, business. Von was hyped about some plans he had, excited, ready to move, and I felt it. I felt something wasn't right." Durk was smiling, but it wasn't the right smile. He shook his head, visibly trying not to break down again. "I tried to tell Von, I said, bro, be careful, watch your back," but he didn't want to hear it, and then everything changed, and I've been carrying that guilt ever since. Fans watching the live were losing it. Some started questioning every Durk-Von interaction, while others defended Durk fiercely, saying things like, "Durk ain't no snake," and "Wallo just bitter." The live chat erupted into a war zone, perfectly capturing the chaos of the moment. Meanwhile, sources close to the situation claim that Durk's camp was panicking behind the scenes. Allegedly, there were phone calls at all hours, trying to manage the narrative, according to one insider. Even industry veterans were said to be calling Durk personally, warning that the situation was spiraling out of control. But here's where it gets even crazier. Wallo allegedly had receipts, screenshots, voice notes, and even snippets of conversations that no one expected to see publicly. While he didn't show everything on live, he teased the audience enough to send the internet into full conspiracy mode. "I got messages, texts, even some stuff recorded," Wallo said, shaking. "I can't show it all yet, but when I do, y'all gonna see the truth. People need to understand what loyalty really means." At this point, the story wasn't just about Wallo versus Durk anymore. It was about the city, the fans, the family, and the legacy of King Von. And that's when the drama got deeply personal. One insider revealed the family was left divided. Some believe Wallo's version, some still defend Durk. Some, they don't even want to talk about it. They're grieving, but the tension is undeniable. And as Wallo continued, the internet started dissecting every word. One fan wrote, "He just said Durk was smiling in the studio, that's shady." Another said, "Y'all overreacting, maybe he's just mad." The polarizing reactions perfectly captured the frenzy of the moment. But the real shocker came when Wallo hinted at betrayal from people closest to Von. "Some people I trusted, they let us down, and I ain't just talking about the obvious," Wallo said, his voice breaking. "There's more to the story, and one day the world will know. I can't keep crying in silence no more. Von deserved better. We all deserved better." By now, the internet was in absolute chaos. Fans were creating memes, reaction videos, and threads analyzing every word Wallo said. Even celebrities weighed in, with some taking Wallo's side and others defending Durk. Social media had officially entered breaking news meets reality TV mode, but the story wasn't done escalating. After the live, insiders claim Wallo had a private meeting with Von's family. The atmosphere was tense. According to sources, emotions ran high, voices were raised, and tears were shed. Some family members allegedly confronted Wallo, asking for clarification, while others reportedly just stared in silence, unable to process the revelations. One insider told us it was like a movie, Wallo sitting there trying to explain everything. Some people were yelling, some crying. The family was left divided. Some believe him, some don't. And it got so intense, security had to step in. And just when everyone thought the drama might calm down, Wallo dropped another bomb. "I never wanted to do this publicly," he said in a later interview. "I wanted to protect everyone, but the truth is bigger than me, bigger than us, and if people can't handle it, that's on them. Von's legacy deserves honesty, not silence." Fans went wild again. The speculation reached new heights. Was Wallo hinting at a cover-up? Was there more to King Von's death than previously reported? The comments section exploded with theories, accusations, and heated debates. Some fans even claimed they could piece together the timeline based on Wallo's words, leading to hours of video analysis and breakdowns. Meanwhile, Durk's response, or lack thereof, added fuel to the fire. Sources claim he was advised to stay quiet publicly, but private messages were being sent to Wallo and Von's family. Some insiders even suggested that tensions between Durk and Wallo had reached a breaking point, with arguments reportedly happening over the phone late into the night. Fans noticed the silence, and the internet noticed too. Memes, tweets, and reaction videos speculated wildly. Durk ghosting Wallo? He's scared of the receipts. Or maybe he's just plotting his next move. The drama was at fever pitch. The scene was set for even more chaos. Wallo had exposed raw emotions, hinted at betrayals, and put the spotlight on loyalty, family, and the painful legacy of King Von. The stage was set for confrontations, shocking reveals, and a social media firestorm that would dominate the headlines. And one thing was clear, whatever happened next, nobody in the Chicago rap scene or on the internet was going to be the same again. The day after Wallo267's tearful live, the city and the internet were on edge. Fans were dissecting every word, every expression, and every pause, trying to find hidden messages in Wallo's claims about Lil Durk. The reaction was immediate. Hashtags started trending, fan forums exploded, and reaction channels were uploading breakdown videos every few hours. Some said Wallo had just thrown the first punch. Others insisted this was the beginning of a full-blown expose. "I've never seen the city react like this," said one insider close to the Chicago rap scene. "Emotions are running high, people are picking sides, the family was left divided." Some think Wallo is telling the truth, others are defending Durk, but the tension, you could feel it from blocks away. The drama escalated when Wallo revealed details about private conversations he allegedly had with King Von before his death. "I told him, bro, people ain't always who they seem," Wallo said in another live session. He laughed it off, said, "I got this. But I knew there was more going on, and I didn't want to say it publicly, I didn't. But after Von, I can't hold it in anymore." According to sources, Wallo claimed that some of Von's closest friends in the industry were aware of these tensions but chose to stay silent. "There were people who saw it coming," he said. "They knew, but nobody wanted to speak, and now the city's paying the price." Fans were shocked. Reaction videos multiplied, each more dramatic than the last. One popular YouTube commentator said, "Wallo just threw shade that goes beyond music beef. He's talking about loyalty, betrayal, and even family dynamics. People are not ready for this." Then came the alleged confrontations. Wallo reportedly met with members of Von's family privately, hours after his Instagram live ended. According to insiders, the atmosphere was tense. Voices were raised, tears were shed, and some of the family members demanded answers about Lil Durk's involvement. "You need to tell the truth, Wallo," a family member allegedly said during the meeting. "We lost Von, we can't lose our peace too." Wallo's response, according to sources, was emotional. "I'm not here to start beef," he said. "I'm here to honor Von, but you all need to know what's been going on behind the scenes. Loyalty matters, Von knew it, and some people, they didn't." Social media erupted. Screenshots of these alleged private meetings leaked online, fueling speculation even further. Fans split into two camps almost instantly. One supporting Wallo and calling for Lil Durk to respond publicly, the other defending Durk and accusing Wallo of seeking clout. Meanwhile, rumors started circulating about texts and voice notes that Wallo supposedly had. Some insiders claimed these messages were from Lil Durk himself, allegedly showing his true feelings about Von. Wallo never revealed the content fully, but he hinted heavily. "Y'all think you know Durk?" Wallo asked on another live. You don't know loyalty like Von did, and if you think this is just about music, you're wrong. This is bigger than that. This is family, and some people, they can't handle it." The city was on edge. Even local news outlets picked up on the story, reporting that emotions were running high in neighborhoods connected to Von and Durk. Community members reportedly noticed the tension, with some fearing that the drama could escalate beyond social media. One local source said people were talking about it at every corner. "It's not just the fans online. People in the streets are shocked, wondering if Wallo is telling the truth or if this is just drama." As the speculation grew, Durk remained silent publicly. But insiders claimed private conversations were happening behind closed doors, with heated phone calls and even in-person confrontations. Some sources said that members of Durk's team were frantically trying to contain the narrative, warning that any slip-up could ruin reputations. The tension reached a boiling point when Wallo allegedly confronted Durk in a private meeting. According to one source, emotions ran high and the argument was intense. "You think you can just smile and act like nothing happened?" Wallo reportedly shouted. "Von trusted you, I trusted you, and this is how you repay it." Durk, according to the same source, responded calmly but firmly. "I did what I could, don't twist this, you're taking things out of context." The confrontation allegedly lasted hours, with both sides walking away frustrated and unresolved. According to insiders, security had to step in multiple times to prevent things from escalating further. Meanwhile, fans continued to speculate on social media. Hashtags like #Wallo exposes Durk and #Von Legacy Truth were trending nationwide. Reaction videos were piling up, with fans dissecting Wallo's tone, facial expressions, and word choice. Every pause, every tear, every hesitation was analyzed as evidence. Some fans even started connecting old tweets and Instagram posts from both Lil Durk and King Von, claiming that they could see hints of tension that were never publicly discussed. The conspiracy theories grew wilder by the hour, with some suggesting that Wallo's revelations were only the tip of the iceberg. In the midst of all this, one shocking rumor emerged. Insiders claimed that Wallo had proof of Durk's private conversations discussing business moves with people outside the family, allegedly without Von's knowledge. While Wallo never confirmed specifics, he heavily hinted that these actions contributed to a breakdown in trust. "You don't even realize how deep it goes," Wallo said. "I've been holding receipts for years, some of it's painful, but the truth has to come out. Vaughn deserved better, loyalty deserves respect." Fans were desperate for answers. Reaction videos flooded the internet, often titled with sensational hooks like "Wallo drops bombshell about Durk" or "King Von's family left divided, shocking expose." The videos racked up millions of views within hours, proving that this story had tapped into something bigger than just music gossip. It was emotional, it was personal, and it was viral. As the tension mounted, even celebrities began commenting. Some publicly supported Wallo, while others defended Durk. The split was stark, with social media users quickly taking sides, further fueling the fire. According to insiders, this celebrity involvement only made the situation more chaotic behind the scenes, as both camps tried to manage their reputations while the story went viral. And then came the emotional twist. Wallo revealed that part of the reason he went public was personal, grief and guilt. "I feel like I failed Vaughn," Wallo admitted during a tearful moment on Live. "I told him to watch his back, I tried to protect him. But I couldn't stop what happened. And now I have to speak, I have to say something, even if it hurts, even if it divides people, even if it changes everything." Fans reacted in real time, many sending messages of support while others questioned his motives. Some said Wallo was seeking clout, others said he was finally telling the truth after years of silence. The debate raged, perfectly capturing the raw energy of the moment. To make matters even more dramatic, reports emerged that Wallo's own family and friends were caught in the middle. Some allegedly tried to convince him to stay silent, fearing backlash, while others urged him to speak out, believing the truth needed to be told. According to sources, this internal conflict added another layer of tension to an already explosive situation. Emotions ran high, one insider said. People didn't know what to do, some supported him, some hated him for it. But the drama, it was electric. It's clear that the story is far from over. Wallo has exposed alleged betrayals, hinted at deep secrets, and set the internet on fire with speculation. Durk remains largely silent publicly, but insiders claim the tension behind the scenes is reaching a boiling point. The family of King Von is divided, fans are taking sides, and social media is buzzing like never before. The stage is set for even more shocking revelations, emotional confrontations, and viral drama. And one thing is certain, whatever happens next, nobody in this story, or the world of Chicago rap, will ever look at these events the same way again. Rolled around, the internet was already a war zone. Fans had dissected Wallo267's every tear, pause, and word, and the story had grown far beyond a personal feud. It was now a full-blown saga that involved family, friends, the legacy of King Von, and the reputation of Lil Durk. Every reaction video, every meme, every conspiracy theory only added fuel to the fire. Sources say that after Wallo's initial exposé, the tension between him and Lil Durk escalated to a point that no one expected. Insiders claim that private meetings turned heated, with voices raised and doors reportedly slammed during arguments behind closed doors. People were screaming, one insider said. Emotions ran high, Wallo was crying. Durk was defensive, it was like a storm waiting to explode. Wallo allegedly revealed even more about his private conversations with Durk. "I asked him straight up," Wallo reportedly said, "did you really care about Von, or was this all business? And he didn't answer the way I thought he would." According to sources, that moment was pivotal. It set the stage for what some insiders are calling the biggest revelation yet in the ongoing saga. Fans online speculated endlessly about what Wallo meant. Some believed he was hinting at financial disputes behind the scenes, while others suggested deeper betrayal or manipulation. Reaction videos titled "Wallo drops another bomb on Durk" racked up millions of views within hours, showing just how hungry the audience was for every detail. Meanwhile, tensions in Von's family reportedly reached a new level. Sources claim that some family members privately supported Wallo, believing he was speaking the truth, while others still defended Durk. The division was so severe that even close relatives were allegedly not speaking to each other for days. "You can't imagine the chaos," an insider said. Some people were calling lawyers, others were threatening to go public with their own messages. The family was split, the fans were split, and social media. Total chaos? And then came the alleged bombshell Wallo had been hinting at all along, proof of conversations and private messages. Sources say Wallo claimed to have screenshots, voice notes, and even video snippets that supposedly showed Durk's true feelings about Von and his legacy. While Wallo did not reveal the content publicly, his hints alone were enough to send the fanbase into overdrive. "I'm not ready to show everything yet," Wallo said in another Instagram live, "but the receipts exist. And when they drop, y'all are going to understand what loyalty really means. Von deserved better. We all deserved better." Social media went insane. Fans created their own timelines, trying to piece together Wallo's hints with old videos, tweets, and Instagram posts. Every past collaboration, every public appearance, and even casual comments were scrutinized. The theory threads were long, wild, and dramatic, perfectly feeding the viral nature of the story. Things escalated further when a source claimed that Wallo had a direct confrontation with someone allegedly close to Durk. "It wasn't just about Von or loyalty," the source said. "It was personal." People were throwing accusations back and forth. Tears, anger, everything. Emotions ran high. It was like watching a reality TV show in real life. Wallo reportedly admitted during the confrontation that part of the reason he went public was not only grief, but guilt. "I feel like I could have done more," he said, shaking. "I tried to protect Von, I tried to warn him, but I couldn't prevent what happened, and now I have to speak." Fans reacted in real time, sending messages of support and speculation. Some praised Wallo for his bravery, saying he finally spoke the truth, while others accused him of trying to stir drama or profit from tragedy. Social media exploded, with heated debates dominating Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. One of the most shocking twists came when Wallo hinted that the story involved more than just music and loyalty. It involved betrayal at a personal level. "Some people close to Von, they let him down." "They let us down," Wallo said. "And if you think you know who's loyal, think again. This is bigger than anyone realizes." Fans immediately began dissecting Wallo's cryptic comments. Who could he be talking about? Was it someone in Von's circle, someone in Durk's team, or someone entirely unexpected? Theories spread like wildfire, each more dramatic than the last. Reaction channels jumped on the story, producing hour-long videos analyzing every frame of Wallo's live sessions and interviews. Meanwhile, insiders claim that Wallo's own friends and family were caught in the middle. Some tried to convince him to remain silent to avoid backlash, while others encouraged him to speak out, believing the truth needed to be told. The internal conflict reportedly added another layer of tension to an already explosive situation. "Emotions ran high," one source said. "It was like the walls themselves were shaking. People were crying, yelling, trying to make sense of everything. Some wanted peace, some wanted confrontation. The chaos was total." Then came the final shocking revelation that truly ignited the drama. Wallo allegedly hinted at a secret that could change public perception of Lil Durk forever. While he did not fully reveal the details, he told fans, "When I show what I know, people are going to see a side of this story nobody expected. This isn't just about Von anymore, it's about loyalty, family, and truth." Fans were outraged, intrigued, and glued to social media, waiting for the next development. Memes, speculation threads, and reaction videos dominated platforms for days. Some fans even started predicting the content of Wallo's receipts, analyzing past interviews and social media posts for clues. The tension was further amplified by Durk's continued silence. While insiders claim private conversations were happening, the public had yet to see a response. Fans took this silence as either an admission or a calculated strategy, and the speculation reached fever pitch. "I don't know if Durk's going to respond publicly," a fan commented on one reaction video. "But this story, it's bigger than him, it's bigger than all of us. People are divided and nobody knows what's real." Meanwhile, the family of King Von was still reportedly divided. Some members allegedly reached out to Wallo privately, thanking him for speaking up, while others reportedly confronted him, demanding clarity. According to insiders, these private conversations were just as dramatic as the public ones, with tears, anger, and raised voices all around. The story had reached a fever pitch. Wallo had exposed alleged betrayals, hinted at hidden truths, and set the internet on fire with speculation. Fans were polarized, the family was divided, and social media had transformed into a virtual battlefield. And while many thought the drama might settle, one thing was clear: the story was far from over. Wallo's revelations, the family divisions, and the mystery surrounding Lil Durk's role had created a saga that would dominate headlines, fan forums, and YouTube channels for weeks, if not months. As insiders warned, the next steps could include public responses, more leaks, and potentially confrontations that might go even further. The legacy of King Von, the reputations of Wallo267 and Lil Durk, and the emotions of fans and family alike were all on the line. The internet was officially hooked, and nobody wanted to miss the next explosive chapter. Every fan, influencer, and commentator was waiting, watching, and analyzing, ready to see what Wallo would reveal next and whether Lil Durk would finally break his silence. Just when fans thought the story couldn't get any more intense, exploded onto the scene. Wallo267's revelations had already shaken the Chicago rap world, but now, sources claim that things went fully off the rails. Social media was ablaze with speculation, reaction videos, and heated debates. Every post, every meme, every leaked screenshot was dissected and shared hundreds of thousands of times. Emotions ran high, and the city seemed to be holding its collective breath. According to insiders, tensions between Wallo and Lil Durk escalated behind the scenes to a near breaking point. Private confrontations were reportedly happening almost daily. It wasn't just a conversation anymore, one source said. It was shouting, crying, and people leaving rooms in anger. The energy was insane. Wallo allegedly revealed another shocking detail during a private recording that later leaked online. "I tried to warn Von," Wallo reportedly said. "I told him, watch your back, trust your instincts. But some people I trusted, let it slide, and now the fallout, it's bigger than we ever imagined." Fans immediately began dissecting every word. Could Wallo be implying that someone else close to Von played a role in the chaos leading up to his death? Was this a betrayal by a friend or associate nobody expected? Social media exploded with speculation. Meanwhile, Durk's team reportedly went into damage control mode. Insiders claimed that legal advisors and PR managers were scrambling to contain the narrative. "It was chaos," one insider said. They were getting calls at all hours trying to figure out what Wallo was going to say next. They were panicking because this wasn't just drama, it was personal, and people were watching every move. The family of King Von remained deeply divided. Some reportedly supported Wallo, saying he was being honest about the events that transpired, while others were still loyal to Durk and accused Wallo of stirring unnecessary drama. The emotional stakes were sky-high. "You could feel the tension," an insider said. "People were crying, yelling, and some were refusing to speak to each other. It was raw, real emotions running high. The kind of stuff you see in reality TV, but this was real life." Wallo's next live session reportedly caused even more chaos. Fans said he was visibly shaken, with tears streaming down his face as he revealed further details. "I've been holding this in for too long," Wallo said. "Von deserved better, loyalty matters, some people failed him. And the world needs to know." Sources close to the situation claim that Wallo hinted at new information that could completely change the narrative. While he didn't provide specifics publicly, insiders allege he had documents, messages, and even recordings that allegedly implicated people close to Durk in decisions that affected Von. Fans were in a frenzy. Reaction videos popped up across YouTube with titles like "Wallo reveals shocking secrets about Durk," and "King Von's family left divided, new details exposed." Every word Wallo said was analyzed, and hashtags trended for days. One particularly explosive rumor surfaced. Wallo allegedly suggested that there were tensions within Durk's own team, with some members disagreeing with decisions that affected Von. "Some of Durk's people didn't agree with him," Wallo reportedly said. "They saw the fallout coming, but nobody spoke up, nobody acted, and that hurt all of us." The fan reaction was instantaneous. On Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, users debated fiercely. Some defended Durk, calling Wallo bitter or exaggerating. Others praised Wallo for his courage and honesty. The polarization was extreme, and the internet was essentially split into two sides. Meanwhile, insiders claimed that Wallo's own friends and family were caught in the middle of the storm. Some were reportedly urging him to stop, fearing backlash and public scrutiny, while others were encouraging him to keep exposing the truth. "It was intense," one source said. "People didn't know whether to comfort him or confront him." Emotions ran high everywhere. And just when it seemed like the story couldn't get any crazier, a leaked recording allegedly revealed a private message exchange between Durk and someone close to Von. Fans speculated that Wallo had hinted at seeing these messages. While nothing was confirmed publicly, the suggestion alone sent social media into overdrive. "I can't show everything yet," Wallo reportedly said in another Instagram live. But the receipts exist, and when people see them, it's going to shock the world. Loyalty, family, trust, it all matters. Von deserved better. We all deserved better. The emotional toll on Wallo was evident. Fans described watching him as witnessing raw grief and frustration collide. Some said it was heartbreaking, others felt vindicated that someone was finally speaking up. Reaction videos and fan theories multiplied like wildfire, making Wallo the central figure in what was becoming the biggest drama in Chicago rap in years. In the midst of all this, insiders claimed that Durk remained mostly silent publicly, but was allegedly in intense private discussions. Some sources suggested he was trying to negotiate with Wallo or with members of Von's family to contain the situation. Others claimed that emotions were running so high that even simple conversations risked blowing up into new controversies. By this point, the drama had evolved beyond just Wallo, Durk, and Von. It had engulfed family members, friends, fans, and even industry insiders. Every new leak, every hint of a receipt, and every emotional statement only intensified the public scrutiny. "I've never seen anything like this," one source said. "It's like watching a reality TV show unfold in real life, but it's all raw emotions. People are crying, yelling, confronting each other. The family is divided. Fans are fighting online. The city is watching." And then came another bombshell. Wallo allegedly revealed that even some of Von's closest collaborators had disagreements about how to handle loyalty and legacy after his death. While he didn't provide full details publicly, insiders say the implications were explosive. "People thought they knew what happened," Wallo said. "But there's more. People they trusted, people we all trusted, they let us down. And it's bigger than anyone realizes." The fan reaction was immediate. Thousands of posts, tweets, and videos speculated about who Wallo was talking about. Was it someone in Von's circle, Durk's circle? An entirely unexpected figure, the speculation only added fuel to the already raging fire. Came to a close, it was clear that the story had reached a critical point. Wallo had escalated the drama to unprecedented levels, hinting at betrayal, secrecy, and loyalty issues that went deeper than anyone had imagined. Durk remained publicly silent, but was reportedly engaging in private negotiations, and Von's family was still divided and emotional. Fans were glued to social media, waiting for the next live session, the next leak, or the next reaction video. Every post, every hint, and every cryptic message became a potential clue in an ever-growing narrative that seemed to have no end in sight. And while some hoped for resolution, insiders warned that the next chapter could be even more explosive. Public confrontations, new leaks, and even emotional breakdowns were all considered likely. One thing was certain. The story was far from over, and the Chicago rap scene and the internet would never look at Wallo267, Lil Durk, or King Von the same way again. And just like that, the Wallo267 saga has the internet buzzing like never before. From tearful live sessions to private confrontations, leaked messages, and shocking hints at betrayal, the story has everything. Heartbreak, loyalty, family drama, and secrets that could change the way we see the Chicago rap scene forever. Emotions ran high, the family was left divided, and fans everywhere are debating who's in the right, who's hiding the truth, and what really happened after King Von's death. The big questions remain. Will Wallo release the receipts he's been teasing for weeks? Will Lil Durk finally break his silence publicly and address the allegations? And most importantly, how will the family heal from the pain, suspicion, and division that's been exposed in this saga? The tension is far from over, and the next chapter could be even more explosive than anything we've seen so far. Now, this is where you come in. We want to hear from you. What do you think about Wallo267's claims? Is Lil Durk innocent, or is there more to the story than meets the eye? Could this divide in King Von's family be healed, or is the damage already done? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to know your takes, theories, and reactions. And if you're as hooked on this drama as the rest of the internet, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this story isn't slowing down anytime soon. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next live updates, reaction videos, and exclusive breakdowns as Wallo, Durk, and the legacy of King Von continue to unfold before our eyes. The drama is real, it's raw, and it's far from over. Stay tuned, because this saga is only getting started.